Are you listening? Damn.
Basically, international relations is the interaction among different states, the political, economic, social, different aspects of different countries in between them. So when we go to class, for example, we start off with the basics. In my college, for example, here in this country, in Peru, it's 5 years to study one career. Typically 5 years. Some careers may vary. So international relations, like I said, it's not very common here in Peru. I think, only 2 universities have that career, that major. And I am very honored, very privileged, very thankful, very grateful to be studying the career that I've always dreamed of. As well as it gives you a broader perspective of how society works, how the world works in general. You also get to know you get to learn different religions or different cultures. So it's very open-minded. It opens your mind in ways that you never thought it was possible. I started in this, getting an interest in international relations because I didn't know why the United States was being attacked or how did it start. So once you start to do your research and you forget a little bit about the conspiracy theories or things that people just make up, then you start really to get an interest in it. You start to be aware of everything. You're not just one-sided. You're not just looking at one factor. It was because of this. And as well, once you start reading, you don't have to even know the major, but once you start reading and doing your information, you also get to really have a lot of love for other cultures because you understand them more, and racism starts to disappear, at least to decrease, as long as your mentality and as long as you start to learn even more. And once you do your research, once you start learning about different cultures, different religions, you start to broaden your perspective more. You stop criticizing, or maybe some people actually do start criticizing more, the government and society. But you start to look for more solutions than problems. International relations really helps us understand more what we see on the news. For example, why Syria is how it is right now. How did that start? How does the United States come into contact with them? What kind of theories exist? What is communism? What is socialism? What is the difference? Different theories like that, different perspectives. Why an intervention with another country and why did it happen? Is there another backstory to it? What was the intention of that country doing what it had to do? What is the purpose of the UN? Relations really did start after the World War II, after the Second World War. After the First World War, there was another one by Woodrow Wilson, which did not work out. So after World War II, that's when they decided, I think we kind of do need an institution to keep the peace. So that's how the United Nations started to actually become United Nations. When you major in international relations, you can work in an embassy, you can work in a non-governmental organization, you can work maybe in the government. There's different areas really. Or you can even work at an international corporate office or corporation, because there's also international aspects and multinational companies. We learn what the European Union is. We learn how many countries are in the European Union. What is Brexit? What is Nexit? What is Frexit? We see a lot of those things. And we understand, we learn about the interest of different states, economically, socially, politically. So there are a lot of things that sometimes you don't really see, or maybe you have your own idea, but it's even better to understand it and learn from it and learn from the history of the country, so you get a broader perspective of what is really going on. And at the same time, I think it's wise to learn a little bit more about the history, because that's how you get to understand how we are today and how the world really works as it is right now. The world order, the new world order, different theories, conspiracy theories, things like that. We don't really see that in college. However, it is your decision, of course, to look, or to look for it, to Google it. I think that international relations really does broaden your mind, your different perspectives, and it's really, for me, I think it's a beautiful thing because you get to experience, not from books, not only from the classroom, but you also get to experience when you interact with other people. You start to remember, you start to recognize the different cultures. You start to learn more about people and stop judging others. So that's why I think it's such an incredible career, because it's not just to broaden your curriculum, or it's not just to have a title in this career, but it also helps you learn more. It helps you develop personal skills, interact with other cultures, other religions, other people in general. And I think I'm going to do a series on international relations, so I don't think I can put all of the information into one video, so I'm going to try to do a little bit more. And I think for now that's about it. Thank you so much for watching.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.